I'm Kevin Rowsome. I'm going to play an air that I composed called Cushla Ceol of Blascade, which translated means the musical pulse of the Blasket Islands, and two hornpipes. The first one is it's called Corny Drew's hornpipe, and the second one is called The Faithful Friend.
Do you have ancestral connection with the Blaskets?
I do actually. My mother is from Ballyferrisher.
Oh, lovely.
West Kerry, and I used to go down there as a school kid, you know, and my summer holidays, and often I spent the whole summer, you know, all the couple of months down there.
Lovely.
And you know, I'd see the Blaskets fairly often. You know, they were just across the hill,
right?
You know, Mount Eagle, from where my mother was from, and I feel I've a huge amount of memories from
lovely.
down there.
And what was your mother's maiden name? As a matter?
Flaherty.
Oh, Flaherty.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah,
wow.
there, yeah.
Jeez, that's news to me now.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're a Lachiriach.
Well, Lachiriach. Yeah.
All right.
When Dublin were playing Kerry in the matches years, and the All Ireland final, there used to be half the house would be up for Kerry and half would be up for Dublin, you know. So.
Sure. My father's a Kerry man, so I suffered the same. Yeah, I was known as the Kerry man around here and the butt of all humour. Anyway,
something in common.
when I watch you play there and everything that happens, it's like watching the manifestation of a mathematical equation taking place in front of you. It's so complicated looking, but it's so powerful. It's something like it would have the power of a harp on me, you know, when I hear someone like yourself.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things going on, especially with the regulators, and to get them playing as you want, it's difficult enough, and to get the tone, and you know the chanter has to go up to the high octave, and a bit more pressure, but you want the regulator to stay at the low octave, and not go up as well.
Sure,
you're putting extra pressure in, but you want them to react differently to this. So there's all sorts of tricks and things in pipers, conjure and reed makers.
Sure.
So there's so that's the essence of it, and then you don't want to overblow it and have the drums wavering all over the place, and you know there's a balance.
Yeah,
balance. It's all about balance.
It is, but with that complication, there's also the. I suppose the lineage, okay, and I can almost feel the layers of previous players, like generations, like your grandfather, your father, coming out in you.
Yeah,
Christian and Lucas, Tuhul and Quith.
Yeah.
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 Do you remember your grandfather?
I do, yeah. Well, I was 7 when he died. You know, I had a few lessons with him, and you know, basic started me off. I had this chanter that he played on, and it was pitched in G. It was probably I have it at home. It's the size of a tin whistle, like a D tin whistle, and you know, it was sort of it's very sort of it was grand for someone about 6, 8 years old.
All right,
you know,
okay.
Reached play, but wanted to play the pipe, so he set me up and practice set.
Lovely. And who taught you after that then?
My father.
Your father,
Yeah,
okay,
Leon,
whose name was Leon.
It was Leo actually
yeah.
initially, but he changed it to Leo because when he was living at home, and there'd be the way if a concert invitation came in, there was confusion whether it was for Leo or Leo Junior or Leo whatever Senior. And so basically he changed his name to Leon, and so it solved that basically. So it's the Irish for Leo.
Sure.
Leon,
okay.
you know,
Right.
so.
And was your father a pipe maker as well?
Yeah, he did make pipes. He took over. He used to make reeds for Leo.
Right.
When Leo was getting older, and he took over then after Leo died. He made, but it was more of a hobby with him, like because he was a full-time school teacher. So
all right.
you know, I even make pipes myself. I hope to continue it. You know, when I've just probably started. I make a lot of reeds.
Right. Okay.
Working with spruce.
Spruce. And where do you source that?
America. Yeah, but you can source it anywhere really. But there's Engelman spruce. A friend of mine in St. Louis, Mike Mullins, he usually gets them off him, you know. But you can use different types, and they all have different qualities. So that's
And how many years of heartbreak has it before you attain that? Very hard to
with the reeds.
With the reeds, yeah, because everyone talks about reeds and they go demented here in the shop talking about them.
Yeah. I've been making reeds, unsuccessfully for a long time, but then in the last couple of years, they've just turned around completely, and I'm very happy now with them. But it's basically I think people don't understand. Well, they find it hard to get initially with pipes. It's when you make a tweak to a reed, you might get it working there, but it's like, you know, say like steering a big ship. You turn the handle one, but it'll keep on going in that direction. You know. So
I see.
You have to sort of figure out where it's going to land, and always sort of make the reed. Sort of observe how it's going to change, and basically make the reed for, you know, that'll achieve. It'll change that bit more, and
that sounds like a purgatory.
Yes, yeah, but I don't know how people are really drawn to it, you know, especially so many people who play the pipes and want to actually make them, you know, and they just get totally.
I know. Consumed, yeah, sure.
Consumed.
But have you reached a stage now where you're totally confident that when you sit down to do a read that you can conclude successfully?
I get probably 5 out of 6.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but it's success then, and then you'd leave them down then, and then come back to them the next day, and they'd have changed completely. You know, so that's the thing about reeds. You sort of half make them, leave them sit for a while, and then go back to a little bit more, and then sort of let
Right.
them mature.
And then that's even before it goes in, you play, and I suppose the
Before-
matures are playing as well.
Yeah, they do change when you play
Okay.
them as well. Yeah, so it's a
God.
whole word. That's why you can't really buy pipes off the shelf like
I know,
you
I
could
know.
buy another instrument.
Sounds psychotic.
That's a good word.
And listen, the pipes you're playing now are not your grandfather's,
No,
or
they're
not?
not. They're not made. Actually, they were based on a set my great grandfather Willie Rowsome made, and they're he was a real he was a real genius. Willie Rowsome. He just came from basically from his father was a pipe maker, a farmer, and he took up the pipes in later life, and he took reed making. And his Willie's brothers were reed making. They used to repair pipes, but he took it a step further and learned how to make them and passed that on to Leo. But this set are based on a set that Willie made, and they're Benedict Kohler and Dave Quinn.
In Vermont, they work together, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Well, who does what in that partnership?
Dave would make the wood bits. Although they can do both themselves, but Benedict specialises in the reeds, and he's sort of attained that sort of that level that he can. He's he spent so much time with it.
I
that
see.
He's very methodical and very
Right.
forensic. And
You've never apprenticed yourself to him, have
I
you?
do, yeah. Well, actually, interesting because how Benedict came on initially with the reeds, it was because I told him everything I knew. I was trying to impart, and we spent hours and hours on the phone, hundreds of hours, I would say.
Right.
Well, actually, Lorraine will tell you of a time we were playing in Augusta in West Virginia, and Lorraine was in the car, and Benedict was driving. We were in the Catskills, and we drove from the Catskills down. It's about 10 or 14 hours. And in the summer in America, no air conditioning, it's all slab. And Lorraine said she was in the back, and she went to sleep, and about 1 hour later she'd wake up and we'd still be talking about reeds. We were talking about reeds the whole way down
Yeah, I know,
and
I
back.
know.
So I mean, for someone that that doesn't play the pipes, they probably think that's
Yeah.
no, it's not true. But it's someone who plays the pipes, they know.
Yeah.
But so Benedict's method is based upon. It's not the same as Leo and Willie Rowsome. Willie Rowsome really evolved that reed making style, and Leo just took it and ran with it.
Sure.
But Benedict sort of took something else out of it, and he's got a consistency, but it's a similar method, but it's not the exact same.
All right, okay. And I wonder, would he have a slew of apprentices that he'd be imparting this knowledge to? It's not
it's on
reed
video
leaf.
now. It's not a sort of coveted thing really. It's there for people if they can.
Good.
It's been demonstrated, and there's no sort of hidden bits and pieces or anything like that.
Yeah, pipers tend to be that flahula, don't they, with information, whereas concertina makers, a lot of them are very greedily possess
Well, I
that
think it went
knowledge.
through a generation where it nearly died out, and sort of probably it was people were sort of just trying to propagate, trying to expand on pipe. Whereas piping now, this colossal amount of piping.
It is,
now,
sure. And listen, just the last thing, because I could talk to you all day. I find this
Yes,
fascinating. The UNESCO recognition of the pipe.
Yes.
Does it mean? What does it mean to you, or what does it mean to your family or your lineage?
I mean, we're delighted that it happened. I don't know. It's probably they're more recognised worldwide, I suppose. Nothing specific. It doesn't matter to me. Although it's it's something to be proud of.
Sure.
The instrument. But apart from that. Probably just more recognition worldwide, and with people in authority, in government and whatever, that the pipes they've just raised their status a bit more.
Sure,
I think,
okay.
So
And
that's-
listen, have you passed your psychosis on to another generation?
I have.
I know your daughters play concertina
They do.
and
They play pipes as well.
pipes. Oh my God! Yeah, so you
Nisha's
have.
here with me. She plays pipes, and she's a great
Find out
piper.
from your father.
She's a great piper, and actually her godfather is Benedict Kohler.
Oh,
And
lovely.
She has a
Say hello. So you're the piper.
And Anisha Turner's a piper as well. She's
Sure.
a great piper. Yeah, Turner plays a set of pipes that Willie Rowsome made.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
And do you realise the madness that you've let yourself into here?
Yeah.
So you're the torch carrier for the next generation.
Yeah, she's the 6th generation.
Oh my God.
And all the between of Leo's family, my father was the only one. He carried on the piping in the family, and there's my 2 sisters, Mary and Nuala, have 2. Mary has won some of the place, and Nuala has 2.
Wow.
2 and I have 2 daughters. So there's 5 extra.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
So it's safe enough in the family.
They're safe in the hands. Okay, that's great. Lads, I could talk all day. As I said, I find this just consuming, but I have to cut it here for the sake of. Thanks a lot, Kevin. We've meant to do this for a lot of years,
time,
okay, so I'm glad we got it done now in the company of your daughter and your wife, Lorraine, here. Okay. Lads, thanks very much.
Okay, you're welcome, John.